So you can see there's only one Bombardier in the shop now, and that is the yellow wide gauge Bombardier. That's just it's the next day here. We just got the blue Bombardier that was parked right here out the door. We took a quick lunch break and Dad is right back to work because we want to get this back to the customer in the next 7 to 10 days. The earlier the better. And then we have the other blue narrow gauge we want to roll into the shop. So Dad has been welding here for the last hour or so to put in the
this is the receiver.
the receiver. He's got the 3 plates in, and then he's going to build up the bumper. We got to get some, it's Sunday today, but we got to get some more steel from the supplier here in town, XL. But he managed to get the majority of the body putty out, and this is the last machine in the shop right now.
Grind this stuff off now.
Yeah.
And I gotta see how loose that is.
Yeah.
I gotta put 4 screws in here on each side.
Okay.
And then I'll uprights up this high.
Yeah.
And a cross piece.
Okay.
And then I'll paint it and we're done.
Well, done this anyways.
This part.
Yeah, we got some more work on the inside of the Bombardier here. But it's been a busy day here for Dad at the shop. We just sent another Bombardier home. And so this is first time there's been an extra spot there for
Grader for tomorrow.
Oh God. Okay. So Dad's still got the one machine here, and we're gonna keep on going. Hopefully that grader's an in and out.
Feels so much better that I got one of them out.
Well, you got 2 out in the last 2 days. So
2 out in the last 2 days. Talk about a bonanza.
So it's
I get this one out. I don't want to see another one unless it's in half decent shape.
well, you got the Minnesota one you're gonna look forward to.
There's something you walked out. You like it? Oh, I was gonna. You can take this if you want. I was gonna tell Weems. He's got a friend, an old doctor friend in the care home there. What's the name of that place?
Valhalla or St. Paul's?
Care home, St. Paul's. So I told him he knows a lot of people in there. If he would just walk around and go and look, and he can visit. And if he gets tired, lay down on a Chesterfield there, because nobody would even know he doesn't belong there. And around 4 o'clock they'll bring ice cream and cookies. And if they ask him what he's doing there, all he has to say, he just come to try it out.
Yeah.
See if he likes it or not.
Yeah. So, in the interim, these guys are coming to the shop and visiting with Dad. Oh, that tightened up real nice.
Yeah, that saves me trying to weld up body part. You gotta be thinking steady. You don't think, doesn't want to work very good. And then another thing is, get them in the same height on an order.
So now that we got a free spot here, Dad's already getting phone calls for service on other things. He agreed to help out a guy on fixing a grader, but I don't want any other equipment coming in here anytime soon. But if we're gonna fix anything, it's got to be now, because the blue narrow gauge is coming in here, and yeah, it's like trapline internet here. As soon as Dad, literally, like as soon as Dad had that Bombardier out, we started getting phone calls. Oh, you got a spot free? They're like, not really. Once Dad moves in the blue narrow gauge, he doesn't really want to have anything else in here, because he's doing a massive full restoration on the blue narrow gauge, and that's the only piece of equipment he wants to work on. So what Dad's grinding off is the stumps from the old bumper. This is the old bumper here, and it's just junk. It's about the consistency of a clothes hanger, and if he had tried to use this to pull anything out, he would have ripped the front end off. So this is where you use the body putty, is after you've done your welding, not before trying to hide stuff. So this is Dad finishing. So this is where the body putty comes in, and so he's going to fill in some of the cracks here, and then he's going to.
You can't use body putty in place of welding.
Yeah, and that's what the previous owner did. Was
and
just.
I don't know if you noticed, but this metal is only a 1/16 of an inch
Yeah,
thick,
I did notice that.
and he welded onto that. Well,
Yeah.
how in the hell would that ever make a bumper?
Yeah, well, I was just pointing out earlier to the guys here, this is got about the consistency of a clothes hanger, and if he had actually used this, he would have ripped out the front end, and then he would have been crying about it. So I don't know if this is a standard Bombardier bumper, but it seems like really crap to me. Oh, look, this is nice. He didn't even, he just welded there, and then there's a big gap in behind there. So
Kind of a cover up.
yeah, went through, put more effort into doing a bad job.
That's the original front.
Yeah,
But he caved it in. So rather than cut it up, put a new sheet on, he took this real light duty and put it over top.
yeah. So it's, anyways, this is what Dad's been doing here this afternoon, and it's late in the day. We might get another visitor here. Dad's had a lot of visitors today. Sunday, January 21st, I think it is. Sunday, anyways.
Today is the 21st.
21st.
Everything is good.
So when Dad was making the body putty there, it actually hardened up on him. And so it's the last little batch here to fill in all the gaps.
There's nothing else I can do with it.
So he was just saying he's filling in between the two layers of metal. He's screwed everything down there, so it's all nice and tight, but he just wants to fill in the cracks because there's nothing else he can do. So Dad spent half of yesterday and all of today putting in the new receiver and bumper here. So it looks brand new, not like that piece of crap that Dad cut off. And he just painted it and filled everything in here, so it looks nice and pretty. So we're gonna let that dry now, and luckily Dad had everything in stock, so we didn't have to buy anything. But I spent the afternoon here doing some painting. I've only got one coat on so far. We're gonna continue to paint.
Don't forget to mention that it was only half covered.
Yeah, so the back part was painted one coat, and then this all here was no paint at all. So we're gonna brighten this right up. But the other thing Dad did here today was he worked on the escape hatch. So clean that up, put in a new board here for bracer, and he's still got some work to do on here. He's still got to put a latch on the inside to push up, and also for something for it to catch on. There I am. Okay, so I'm on the outside of the Bombardier here, and right back in the inside again. So here's the paint job. Put the drop cloth down so we didn't get anything on there, and so tomorrow I'm going to wash this down, these doors down, the other door. Going to do some more touch up, put on the second coat of paint, And then we're going to, what else do you have to do?
I gotta try and finish the rotor tomorrow.
Right, the rotor, that's already installed, but he's got to get it all fitted. And we're hoping to have this out of here week. But Dad actually, I thought I originally budgeted 2 days for this, so Dad got it done in a day and a half, which is good, and it looks great, and he's satisfied with it. And that is it. Dogs are having treats. Dad and I are doing a little bonding here, and everything's good. Okay, the old dog doesn't want to come out of the doghouse, so we're gonna bring the treats to him, because that's what you do when you're an old dog. You gotta have treats delivered. Hey, my buddy. Okay, you're coming out now. Oh, it's just so old and so hard. We just love that doghouse.